And the only thing that I had talked to him about is, the filter's fairly new. It's been replaced, obviously. It's not brand new, but it's been replaced. It's
Yeah.
not the original filter.
Yep.
But the sand hasn't been changed in a while.
Oh,
So
that
he
would
said
be a good
that
idea. Yeah.
the service people would have to come.
Yeah. Usually it's like $100,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. So it's been a while since we changed it, so it probably needs it.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good idea with all the fresh
Right.
attributes that we're giving the pool for sure.
Right.
All right. So we're going to install a return fitting here in the deep end of the pool. So basically this is the fitting here. Ooh. Crunchy. All right, so this is the Hayward fitting. It's the SP1408, and this is the nut. So you just make sure that the nut. This is not how it goes. This is how it goes. The little skinny part goes to the front. So obviously you saw when we were screwing it on, it was getting kind of tight. But so to drill this out, we use a 3-inch Diablo hole saw with a DeWalt drill. Now you can use any drill you like. I would highly recommend not using a Ryobi drill. Ryobi drills are not meant for professionals in the construction world. If you're a homeowner, Ryobis are good for you. But here in the professional world, we like DeWalt. So basically, I'm going to mark out where the return's going to go, and I'm going to try to shoot for the center of the uprights here. Well, typically we go about 12 inches down from the top of the pool, and how far over will be, I would say we'll go about 22 inches and 1 foot down. So what I'll do is I'll make a mark at 22 inches. Now this measurement right here off the corner wall, that's not as important. Well, like I was saying, I'm trying to get it in the center of the ribs on the back of the fiberglass. So I got my mark there. So I come down, make a mark, make a little plus sign, and that's that's the spot. So now I just take my again, I take my 3-inch Diablo hole saw with a DeWalt 20-volt brushless cordless drill, not Ryobi. Okay, so I'm going to sit here and I want to make sure that all my body parts are out of the way. I don't want to drill into my stomach, So I just kind of come right here, and always, eyewear, face masks, it's all good stuff, especially if you're just a homeowner. So I start off real slow, drill my pilot through, and just kind of now as I find where I'm drilling, as you see, I'm looking at you while I'm drilling, right? I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing right now. I'm just going completely off of feel, and I got a good control on the drill, and I can start increasing speed and get my arm twisted like that. See, I get a little cocky, and that happens, but we're just being silly. It always works out. I couldn't have just kind of gone all the way and one-handed that through. It had to happen that way, right? So just kind of wipe it off. And we got some repair work to do on the wall right here. You see that? Mason tried putting vermiculite in that hole, but we're going to have to put a piece of steel over that. So I kind of forgot about all the... Oh, so one important thing. So on the Haywards, that's 14 and weight here. It has this little nub. And we like to just put that as a reference at 12 o'clock. You don't have to, but it helps when you're putting the faceplate on to kind of feel where the holes are and things like that. And it just kind of... So again, you don't want to cross thread, but it should just kind of go on as much as you can by hand. Give it a hand tighten. Open our big blues up to the biggest setting. And we're gonna just kind of, oh, my whole fitting turned. Let's redo that. So let's try it this way. So I don't have much room right here, so that's what it is. All right. So what I'll do is I'll kind of hold the fitting with my hand a little bit while I'm tightening it. There we go. I just want to make sure I give it a couple good cranks. Of course, there we go. It's always good to have a little room when you're doing these, so you're not doing little baby turns. I just don't have a lot of room. All right, so that's on nice and tight. So the nub stayed pretty close to 12 o'clock. So basically the next step would be to thread in a 2-inch straight male adapter. But I'm just doing this to kind of show you. So what I'll do is I'll just throw a little duct tape on the back of that for now, so that no debris gets in the on the threads. So now what I'd like to do is I just kind of want to take a look. I just kind of want to take a Mason, buddy. I'm all set with all the tools over here. We'll get Mason cleaning up. So I just want to take a minute and just kind of talk about the job. And I know we were live streaming a little bit. So, like we said, there was 3 lines originally. We had the low wall, a stair return, and a skimmer. The low wall pressure tested good, but the stair return and the skimmer pressure tested bad. So the reason that the low wall pressure tested good was at some point the homeowner's nephew had replaced the low wall line with a Tiger Flex line. It's not ideal. It's a suction line and it's holding pressure, so we're going to leave it. So what we did on the return line right in here, I got a couple videos that I made where in here there was a PVC coupler that they tried to connect to they had tried gluing it to the black well pipe, the poly here, and that's not the right setup. And so basically water was just spewing all over the place, and so we were able to dig that up and find that. The skimmer line, we were able to cut the connections and pressure test from this point to the other side of the stair, and then from the other side of the stair to the skimmer. So basically the poly lines are good. It was just the connections that were bad. And so like I said, we're going to be able to reuse all the poly lines. We're just going to be redoing connections. We'll be redoing stuff in here. That's not the way it's going to look in the end, but so that'll take care of this area here. There's a skunk that lives in the shed over here. Zarillo? How you say skunk? Zarillo? That's how you say skunk? Zarillo? No. How do you say skunk in Spanish? Skunk. Zarillo? Zarillo?
Yeah.
Stinky? Zarillo.
Zarillo.
Zarillo. Camilo is trying to teach me Spanish. All right, so Camilo's been going around and he's been prepping the top of the pool, scraping some of the old caulking off and everything, getting it ready so that we can screw all that around. So, as you see, when they did the old coping, there was tons of caulking in here. So he's getting that all scraped up. We're gonna hang the tarps back over the pool for the weekend. And so basically over here, you've seen all the videos of us you know, putting all of the stairs in. So this is the grounding wire that we're gonna have to reattach for the handrail. She picked out a special handrail where she can where the handrail will kind of go into the water. So basically we'll reattach that, the grounding wire. So the stairs came out really good. We got them all concreted in. It looks a little low right here, but the A-frame was set kind of high. But all the bracing came out real good. The stairs are nice and level. The coping is going to go all the way around the stairs, so that way when they pour the pool patio, you'll have a nice cantilevered edge right on top of the stairs here. And yeah, so concrete will dry up real good. Oh, were you able to find a magic eraser for this little spot right here? There was one little spot I wanted to kind of hit with the magic eraser. So the Mini's going to stay here for the weekend, I think. We're going to kind of keep it till Monday and Tuesday so we can finish grading and backfilling everything. You know, once this all dries and we get all the plumbing done, we'll be able to start backfilling these stairs too. So Monday and Tuesday, you know, I think it's just going to be dedicated towards prep and things like that. We're going to, you know, doing the coping is going to be a little weird here. I got to kind of keep things kind of straight. You know, it's kind of whopped out a little bit on this wall. So we'll kind of run string lines, make sure our coping is straight. Because sometimes even the walls are bowed a little bit. A lot of times you can straighten the wall just with the coping install. It's okay to kind of overhang just a little bit, but I've overhang coping a lot where I've had to put brackets underneath the coping. And is it all lubed up? It's coming out. Whatever it is, it's been there a while. Doesn't really matter because the concrete's going to be covering it anyway. All right, so like I said, this is the other part of the skimmer that's going to be going over there. So, you know, we'll put a poly adapter there, and we'll hard pipe, you know, from point A to point B. We'll reconnect the skimmer over here. We had the this is our new Hayward. So basically, if you can see on the front here, you know how we put the wall template here. So it's I just want to kind of point out when we did that, I made sure that to cut out the fiberglass out of the way, because if you just go to install these templates, we had to cut part of the fiberglass pool out of the way so that the skimmer would fit in there. But you know, it's nice and solid. We'll put a skimmer support. Hayward puts a little spot here underneath where you can put a piece of 1.5-inch hard pipe, stub it down to the collar, and oh, I gotta put a plug right in here. Still gotta put a plug right in there. So yeah. So like I said, this is a Hayward skimmer. Everything's. Oh, we need to just get an 8 or a number 8 or a 9 to put into that right there. So I mean, other than that, let me just find a nice, comfortable spot here. You know, we gotta do the Mickey patching on the floor. We still gotta do that. So there's some odds and ends to do here. There's, you know, we're not trying to rush it along. We're trying to do a good quality job, and I believe in my heart that we're doing a really good quality job out here. I really do. You know, I didn't feel right when we first came here, and the poor lady's patio was all chipped up. Her stairs, the gas stair plates were all screwed up. Gaskets were falling down. The gaskets were broken. Screws weren't screwed in properly on the old school jacuzzi skimmer. And I asked her if she was in a situation where she could do some upgrades to the pool. I wasn't trying to sell her on anything. I don't make any commission on anything. I'm just an hourly based employee, but I care about what pools, you know, how pools are treated. And I feel that we saved this pool and it's going to last a lot longer now. And super excited about that. See, so we're going to have a return on the stair pointing that way, and then we got the return in the deep end pointing this way. Everything's going to catch right here in the skimmer. She's going to have great circulation. We talked about replacing the sand in the filter. She's just going to pour concrete around the diving board base. If she ever wanted to replace the board and the spring assembly, she could. Yeah, that's about it. She's waiting for me and Sini to get out here to talk about the patio and everything like that. So I know some people were concerned about the material that we were using, but this is all good sand right here. We're in Enfield, and this area is known for just having sand. It's just sand everywhere, and this is good underlayment for a pool patio. So that's basically it, folks. We're gonna be kind of chilling out for the weekend. I'm not sure what we'll be doing. Try to shoot out a couple videos here and there. Maybe I'll go live here and there. But everybody worked hard this weekend, and that's about it. Steve got a pool, signing off. Camilo on the camera. Mason looking for a rubber plug. And here he comes with the rubber plug. So we'll just keep... Here, buddy, hit me. See if you can catch it. Of course I can catch it, man. I used to play baseball. All right. So we're good to throw the tarps on now, Mason, and shut things down for the weekend. Thanks, everybody.